Friends, before starting the topic fetal circulation, we need to know some important terms. The first one is ductus venosus, which is the connection between the umbilical vein and inferior vena cava. They both are veins. Vein to vein connection is known as ductus venosus. Next one is foramen ovale. The hole between the right atrium and left atrium is called as foramen ovale. The next one is umbilical arteriosus. We all know. The next one is hypogastric artery. The hypogastric artery is when the descending aorta divided into two, left iliac and right iliac artery. It is again divided into internal iliac artery and external iliac artery. The internal iliac artery is called as hypogastric artery. The fifth term is ductus arteriosus, which is the connection between the pulmonary artery and aorta, and it is mainly artery to artery connection is called as ductus arteriosus, the connection between the pulmonary artery and aorta. Now let's start the fetal circulation. Before starting the circulation, we need to know that there are two arteries and one vein are found in the placenta. From the placenta, one umbilical vein generates, which is again divided into two. The first branch of the umbilical vein carries 100% oxygenated blood and comes into the liver. So the liver gets 100% oxygenated blood, and from the second branch through it comes into the inferior vena cava through the ductus venosus. In here, inferior vena cava, there is mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood occurs because there is deoxygenated blood in inferior vena cava already, and umbilical vein carries oxygenated blood. So here mixing of the blood occurs. Then it comes into the right atrium. Then through the right atrium, through foramen ovale, it comes into the left atrium, then into the left ventricle, and then into the aorta. And the three branches of the aorta supplies the blood the upper part of the body, that is head, neck and extremities of the fetus. Then it comes into the internal iliac artery and then hypogastric artery. The hypogastric artery, when becomes umbilical artery after it comes out of the body of the fetus, and then it returns to the placenta. Next we will see the venous return. From the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, the deoxygenated blood comes into the right atrium. From the right atrium, there is crossing over of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood occurs. I would like to explain you this by this diagram. From the superior vena cava, the deoxygenated blood comes into the right atrium, and inferior vena cava, the deoxygenated blood comes into the right atrium. And the inferior vena cava carries here mixed blood, that is oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So the crossing over of the deoxygenated and oxygenated blood occurs in the right atrium. Then it comes into the right ventricle and then into the pulmonary artery. Through the pulmonary artery, a very small amount of blood goes into the lungs of the fetus for the purpose of maturation and development of the lungs. Then it comes into the aorta. In the aorta, it joins after the three branches of the aorta. So head, neck and extremities had got better oxygenated blood than this, and the rest of the body is getting deoxygenated blood. Here again oxygenated and deoxygenated blood takes place in the aorta. The blood through the aorta, through the descending aorta, goes into the hypogastric artery, which excrete into the maternal blood. So this is it. If you like the video, please hit the like button, do subscribe, share with your friends. Thanks for watching my video.